I want to welcome you back to Black Site. Tonight, we're going to talk about a McDonald's employee shot over cold fries. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. This is a very disturbing crime that happened in Brooklyn, in which a McDonald's employee is shot over cold fries. I want you to listen to this quick newscast from WNBC New York.
Sources say it happened during an argument over French fries. Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois.
Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Christine Johnson. Police say the shooting happened outside of McDonald's in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge reports the victim is now in the hospital in critical condition.
Video shows a crowd form outside of a McDonald's on Fulton Street last night, moments after a 23-year-old fast food worker was shot by a customer around 7:15.
That something could happen like that over something so simple as food, like that's crazy.
Sources say a female customer was angry her fries were cold and began arguing with the employee while on a FaceTime call with her 20-year-old son. He heard the argument and came to the McDonald's to confront the worker. The dispute escalated and moved outside. That's when the son pulled out a gun and shot the employee in the neck. He was rushed to Brookdale University Hospital in critical condition.
I'm deeply concerned. My children have come to this McDonald's over the years.
My daughter wants to work in fast food. She's 17, and I'm scared of things like that. It's horrible. You could be angry and say, hey, I didn't get my order right, but to shoot someone?
Police say the 20-year-old suspect fled but was arrested a short time later. The gun has not yet been recovered. Sources say the shooter has 12 prior arrests.
The McDonald's here is back open. We tried to speak to some of the staff. They're not allowed to tell us much, but they do say that victim is a good guy, a good kid.
This man works next door at another fast food spot. He says he's thankful his boss recently installed a glass barrier, but say staff are still concerned.
That's why I don't want to work at night. I told my boss, if you want to pay me like $100 per hour, I'm not going to work. It's crazy.
Employees at the McDonald's say they do have security, but say security's hours may have recently been scaled back. In Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
And it's something disturbing behind this whole issue and what happened in this McDonald's. A mother was arguing with a store employee, Matthew Webb, who was 23 years old. She calls her son. Her son comes to the McDonald's and she basically tells the son to handle this. And he shoots Matthew Webb in the neck. He's in critical condition right now. But what I want to talk to you about this mother. This mother who got so extremely angry over these French fries that she caused her son to possibly get a murder charge in which this 20-year-old young man may have to spend the rest of his life in jail if Matthew Webb happens not to survive this crime. Now I want to ask this mother who sicked her son like a pit bull on this McDonald's work, was it worth it? Now this young man, 20 years old, had 12 prior arrests. Now, whose fault do you think it is? I believe that this woman trained her son to be a criminal, because to call him and to tell him to shoot this worker, basically giving him the orders, that means that she had a lot to do with the criminality in his life. She has basically taken her son's life and threw it all away just because of her anger that her French fries were not hot enough. Now I'm going to read you partially more of this article. It started when a customer whose sources told CBS was angry her fries were cold approached by a worker identified as Matthew Webb and started arguing with him. The argument moved outside That's when sources said the woman called over her 20-year-old son to take care of the problem. She told her son to shoot this young man. He then pulled out a gun and shot Webb in the neck. Webb was rushed to Brookdale Hospital and the son was taken into custody. What mother ruins a son's life? What mother puts her son in a position that he has to shoot another man because of her petty anger? Cold fries should not result in a shooting. At the end of the day, it's gun violence all over this country, particularly in the city that has been brought under control, and fast food restaurants are not the safe havens they used to be. Attorney Sanford Rubenstein told CBS 2 Alicia Reed. Rubenstein represents the family of Crystal Diaz, the 19-year-old who was killed in January while working the overnight shift at a East Harlem Burger King. The suspect, who was later arrested, allegedly demanded money, then shot and killed her. Her family is not doing well. It's a tragedy, and they'll never get over it, Rubenstein said. What you have right now, you have a bunch of people, I don't know if they have mental health conditions, going around killing people basically for no reason at all. If the fries weren't good, if you didn't like what they had, what do? You complain to the manager. If it's not done, you just don't go there anymore. That's it. But to end somebody's life, almost Matthew Webb's life, but you know your son's life is almost over with. This is extremely sad. And she did it to her own baby. You usually protect your children. That's what a mother does. She doesn't throw your young male to the wolves. She's going to go ahead with her life. But her son's life is going to be spent upstate, damn near for the rest of his life, for a crime that his mother told him to commit. Every son wants to protect their mother or any woman in their family. But this one right here makes you extremely mad because he didn't do this on his own. Yes, you're responsible for your crimes. But when mama says that someone's hurting me, most men will jump at it and say, Mom, I'm going to protect you. And that's what he did. And he was wrong. But she was more wrong because nobody's putting the handcuffs on her. They put it on her son. She ruined his life. And somehow I feel as though she should be held accountable for this crime. But she won't. She'll move on, get another boyfriend, spend the rest of her life doing what she wants to do, and her son will be upstate, and she probably won't even visit him. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.